Well, commiserations, Gary. Another disappointing afternoon, really.
Yeah, disappointed, John. Very disappointed. You know, you come into an Easter weekend where we've been low on confidence, poor on results, and you play against the two bottom teams in the league, and you take 1 point out of 6, where we should have won Saturday. We had enough chances to win, John, and we came here today still positive from probably the best 90 minutes that we have played over a period of time on Saturday. To come here today, made a few changes just to freshen up with 2 games in 48 hours, and you know, to be honest with you, John, we were happy in respect of the way we started. There was 1 or 2 warning signs which we were aware of the place of Sal Cabra up front, 1 or 2 other players around him who could be dangerous if you allowed them to be. And to be honest, we were very, very fortunate early on, whatever way we look at it, that we had 1 or 2 little warning signs there that, you know, on a bumpy pitch you have to clear your lines. We didn't clear our lines 1 or 2 times, and it's a penalty, John. It's a penalty. We're very, very fortunate not to get punished for that. The referee didn't give a penalty from where I was, blatant penalty on the boy Sal Cabra, and that was a warning sign alone. And we came through that, John, and we seemed like we were in control of the game, and then all of a sudden we concede a corner. And there's no secret, Brian Sarr's a top player. He's a very good, experienced player, but he'll be disappointed at the back post. The lad's got a free header and scores, and he knows that. And you know, from then on till half time, we'd hit the bar with a free kick, we'd hit the post, and it rung along the line. And you know, there was encouraging signs that we were very much on top, but still had to be aware of them on the counter attack with their sharpness on the breakaway. But you know, even at 1-0 at half time, John, we were confident that we could go on and get a result out of it. And the next goal, as we all know, was very important, and we got the next goal. You know, we've picked the ball up very deep. Matt Robinson's gone on a very, very good run, and he's worked his way into the penalty area. He's pulled the ball across the 6-yard box. He's got a deflection with that little bit of luck there that it's gone in at the near post. And at 1 each, John, there should be really 1 winner. That should have been us, and we were on top at that time, and it should have helped us. But John, you have situations sometimes that you have to defend and you have to attack, and when you attack you have to work their goalkeeper, and when you defend you have to defend in your penalty area. We give a needless free kick away. Needless free kick. Joey Jones had 3 choices, 3 options. 1 was to let the ball go out of play and have a throw in by putting his body between the man and the ball. 2, putting his foot through the ball and sending it upfield and all going up. Or 3, for some apparent reason, needless reason, decided to shoulder barge Cadell Daniel to try and put him in the stand, probably so he could tweet him on social media tonight. Needless free kick, already been booked, lucky not to get sent off there. Give the free kick away and got punished, 2-1. And we had opportunities after that. Kieran Murtagh, be disappointed with the header, that he should have worked the goalkeeper. Giuseppe Sol had a great opportunity, central of goal, not worked the goalkeeper. And we've probably had 65% possession of the game today, governed it for long periods. Same as Saturday, but in both games, John, whatever way I say it, or whatever way it's received, our goalkeeper, Jake Cole, has had to make more saves in both games, on Saturday against Kidderminster and here today at Welling, than their goalkeeper, and we've had that much possession. So we're not doing things properly in both ends of the field at the moment. The results ain't good enough. They're very disappointing. It's disappointing when you go through certain things on training and through certain things in respect of that people want to talk about the way we want to play or the way you do this and do that, and you go through things. But if you're not going to clear your basics and do things properly, you're going to have problems. So, you know me, John, and I think other supporters know me, that at the moment it's been a tough 3 months, without a doubt, since probably the start of January, since we lost Dan Ullman, because that's where the reliance, apart from John Goddard, comes on getting goals, where at both ends of the field in this Conference League you have to put your chances of where I work the goalkeeper at one end. We haven't got someone on a consistent basis and haven't had since then. It was hard enough losing Scott Rendell. Johnny Goddard's done brilliant for us from midfield, getting 18 goals this year. And then you lose Dan Ullman, and the goals dry up at one end and defending at the other, whether it's an unsettled back line through injuries or you're trying around and try and change things around with what you're working with. We're not good enough, John. We're not good enough, and the results ain't good enough at the end of the day. As a manager, you have to take a responsibility and feel disappointed. I'm hurting though, John. I'm hurting. Steve Thompson's hurting. Are all the players? I don't know. I don't know. Because, again, you have a situation that if players think that they can turn around and just go and get another club next season, on what they've been shown as individuals and as a team over a period of time, has not been good enough. The results as a manager are not good enough. So we've got to make sure, John, over these last 6 games that we try and get some points. John, I'll stand out here in the rain. I'll stand out here till the cows come home. I'll stand out here all the time, whether we win, lose or draw. I'm as honest as the day's long. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. So we've got to keep working hard. Get to the end of the season, April the 30th. I'm glad we've got enough points on the board already, which we got basically between the start of the season until New Year's Day, when we played against Aldershot. Because since then, John, we are, I'm afraid to say, bottom of the league on form, and we've got to make sure we get points between now and the end of the season. And when April the 30th comes, I will punch the air with relief due to certain things that have gone on all season at the football club with bad luck one way or another, whether it's injuries, whether it's losing players, whatever way you look at it, John, it's been tough.
And the one shining light, Gary, this season has been John Goddard. Of course, he went off injured. Is there any update on his condition?
We think it's an hamstring, John. We'll have to wait and see. That's where it is really, mate. You know, that's where it is in the sense there. So we'll know a little bit more over the next few days.
And quickly, before we get drowned,
yeah,
Southport away, another difficult trip. What are your thoughts?
John, they're all difficult trips. They're all difficult trips. You know, there ain't an easy game in this league. You've got a problem when you ain't getting points against Kidderminster and Welling, no disrespect to them, and they're the bottom 2 teams in the league. So we've got to hang in there, mate. At the end of the day, we ain't helped one way or another. There's a lot going on at the football club, we know that. I'd like to see that resolved sooner rather than later. Very much in the dark over that, have been. But, you know, I think someone's got to stand up and come out and be open in the near future to have a platform for the football club to go forward for next season. Hopefully getting that opportunity to go forward and build a new squad to push on, because, you know, in the 5 years we've had a 1st, we've had a 12th, we've had a 9th, we've had a 7th, and there's only so high you can go on for so long. But at the moment, John, we need some points and results between now and the end of the season.
Lovely, thank you. Safe journey home.
Cheers. Start.